Russia is stretching Ukraine, as they once again made advances on multiple areas. It's day 532 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. Starting from Kupyansk region. In yesterday's video, I reported how Russian forces made big advance on 11 kilometers front. I also told you how they were planning to advance further, as they were striking Ukraine's rear with aviation. And that's exactly what happened. Even after Ukraine deployed new units from other regions, they were not able to stop them. As per today's report, Russian forces continued their offensive operation on a broader front. After a few hours of fighting, they were able to take these areas under their control. Although it is not as significant as the last one, it is still respectable. At the moment, they are inching near Sinkivka. If Russia continues to advance at this pace, then the situation might turn critical for Ukraine in the area. However, they are doing everything to stop them. Their paratroopers launched a series of counterattacks in order to retake the lost positions. But their efforts have failed so far. Russian aviation is striking Ukrainian forces' rear continuously. They are hitting ammunition depots and Ukrainian bases. However, in my opinion, we should not consider this as a serious push. It seems like Russia is stretching Ukrainian forces by carrying out an active operation on the entire front. There are many reports that Ukraine is planning to deploy its additional units to this area in order to at least stabilize the front. It seems more likely they will also deploy additional heavy equipment, which will then limit their offensive capabilities in other areas. Now moving to Kherson region. If you remember, a month ago, Ukraine crossed the Dnipro River near Antonovsky Bridge. Since then they were able to hold their presence over the area, but were not able to expand their zone of control. Recently, Russian forces rotated their paratroopers to the rear and deployed new units to this area. So Ukraine decided to take advantage of this situation and decided to surprise them. Latest report says, Ukrainian forces under cover of a smoke screen crossed the river on 7 boats. They landed on western side of the Kozachi village, after which they quickly reached the outskirts of the village and surprised Russian positions. However, they were not able to advance further, as after the firefight, it is said Russian forces were able to repel the attack. There was video of captured Ukrainian soldiers from this attack filmed by Russian forces. However, Ukraine still claims they hold the positions on the Russian side. Now moving to Vermivsky region. Last time we covered this area, we saw a Ukrainian attack from the north and Staromayaski failed, while one of their tanks drowned in the river. Since then, Ukraine, being persistent, has launched numerous attacks on the village of varying intensity. In very recent attacks, Ukrainian forces started advancing from the north on heavy armor with support of heavy artillery. This time they were able to push Russian forces back and entered the northern part of the village. In the drone footage recently shared by Russian forces, we can see many destroyed Ukrainian equipment in this area, and more importantly, we can see Ukrainian infantry dismounting from IFV, which proves that Russian forces in fact retreated from the area. However, Russian sources claim their forces, after launching a counterattack, retook all the lost areas. But no visual proof was shared, so we can assume this area is likely a gray zone. Currently, it is said Ukraine has increased their pressure from Staromayaski. Overall, the situation remains tense. Now moving to the Orikhiv region. Last time, we saw Ukrainian forces temporarily entering the northern outskirts, but were quickly pushed back. However, many Ukrainian sources say Ukraine still holds the northern outskirts, but the Russian side has denied this claim. On the other hand, Russian forces launched a counterattack from Verbove. As a result, were able to capture this area, after which Ukraine tried to retake it, but failed. This is the closest they have been to the first major line of defense, and they are going further away. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.